Hello everyone. In our last lecture, we introduced about information literacy. But in this lecture, I'm going to talk about uh, published information sources. Where can we get the information from? That's what we are going to talk about. I've prepared slides to show you to introduce about published information sources. That's all. Here are my slides prepared by myself. Published information sources by Oluka William. That is my first slide. In my second slide, I have what is published information source. I want to look what is this published information source. Published information source is a document or a media made available to the public, offering a validated or compiled information. This is just like a book having information on it is a published information where you can get an information. It can be a book, it can be a website, it can be anything as long as there is an information on it. Then my third slide, the landscape of published information. What is a source? Any entity or document that provide information to help you answer questions. Then we go further to look at the key clarifications. A source are typicals categorized by the originality and their proximity to the original events or data. Why it is matter? Why is it important? It gives us to understand the type of a source, help you to determine its reliability. That is the what importance of what of this of that small book called published information, where the information is what is found. In my fourth slides, the first hand account, the first source of what primary source of what published information what source. These are original material that provides direct evidence or first-hand testimony about the topic. For example, in a science original research paper, lab notebook, and patents. Another one is a media. A media can be speeches, raw data, or new reports. Those are all primary source of information. And another one is the interpretation and which we call a secondary and a tertiary source of information. In a secondary source, this interpret or analyze or summarize the primary sources. In a secondary, summarize the primary sources, such as textbooks, biographies, scholaries, reviews, articles. If you see like in a secondary source, it summarizes what the first the primary source. We can find this in textbooks. Then tertiary source, this compiled and in text primary and secondary. That this means the information in the primary source will be combined with that of the secondary source to form a tertiary source of information. In conclusion, a secondary source are used to see how others have interpreted and the data, and tertiary sources are for background information. Those are all secondary or and tertiary what? Information. Then our last slide, how to evaluate your sources. How do you evaluate your sources? We evaluate our sources to ensure a source to ensure that credible put it through the CRABS test. Number one is just correct, which we say that is the information timely when when was it published or last updated. Let me make you a clarification on this. Currency is the information timely when was it published or last updated. This shows that is this information a current information or is a long-term information. Another one is relevance. Does this directly relate to your research questions? When you're researching in anything, you need to see that is this research related to my information what I'm getting or not. If not, go and research another thing which is related to what you want. And then is purpose, accuracy. We should look for accuracy, the purpose. What makes you to look for that kind of information? Is what a purpose. Why was it written? Is there an underlining base or goal to tell or to sell or to pursue? Is it there? That's what I want you further to understand about this. I wish you a good day. Thank you.